Do you have a job, Junior? What's up, your boy Ziggy Doom? Today I will be changing the battery in my white truck. My son was driving it last night. He noticed that it had a rough start, so I took it to AutoZone. They looked at the battery, determined it was a bad battery. Let me check my mail real quick. Probably a bill, whatever. There go my son right there. As you can see, he's asleep. I didn't want to wake him up, so I decided I would do this myself and he could watch the tutorial later. First thing we got to do is pop the hood. So we popping the hood. Looking at my engine, it's pretty dirty. Look at that battery. You can see all that green stuff around the terminals. That's a dead indication of a leak and a bad battery. All that green stuff. That is not good. You definitely need to change the battery. So before we can change the battery, we got to get the tools out. Pop my trunk of my car, get my tools, 116 pieces, but they all wasn't in there. They go to negative terminal, and there's the positive terminal. When you taking the battery off, you disconnect the negative first, not the positive. Negative, then positive. Now that I got my tools, I can start actually disconnecting the battery. The negative terminal was pretty easy to take off, but that positive terminal was a beast. I had a real struggle trying to take that off. I don't know why Ford made the battery terminal so difficult to take off, but that positive terminal was pretty hard. And I know somebody in the internet world is gonna say, man, I could have took that off in 6 seconds, it's easy. But guess what? I'm not a mechanic, so it wasn't easy for me. Eventually I got it off though. Now you look at the battery terminals, you can see they pretty corroded and crusty and all nasty and stuff. So clear indication I got to change that. That little clamp right there was the struggle I had trying to get off the positive terminal, but I did get it off. Here I am trying to pull the battery out and not able to get it out, and I realized that it's a whole nother long screw on the side. So back to my tools to take that screw out. Now at first I was gonna go to AutoZone and get a battery. They go AutoZone, but I said, you know what? Walmart has cheaper batteries. Let me just go a couple of blocks further and get a battery from Walmart for cheaper. And as I was driving, I said, you know, I probably shouldn't be cheap when it comes to my vehicles because you get out what you put in. So instead of me going to Walmart, I changed my mind at the last minute and did a complete U-turn in the middle of the road and decided, let me head back to AutoZone and go and get myself a good battery. Now that I got myself a good battery from AutoZone, got my terminals cleaned off a little bit. They still dirty, but I cleaned them up as best as I could with what I had. Got the battery ready to go to put in there for the installation. Also, I got this battery, the terminal corrosion kit. It's real cheap and it does help, you know, extend the life of the battery and the terminals and keep all that rusty stuff or that green stuff off of it. So I put a little bit on the terminals, about to put the battery in, we can put this thing together. Putting the battery back in was a lot easier than taking it out. Of course, we do everything in reverse. We put the positive terminal on first, then the negative terminal, and that little screw on the side. It was a little challenging to get the battery in, but once everything got in and set in place and I tightened down the bolts, it was good to go, no problems. And now for the final test. Bingo, we got action. That is what the finished product looked like. I went with Duralast. This has got a 2-year warranty and it's an overall good battery. That will end this tutorial. As always, thanks for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel and my videos. And until the next one, be easy.